Hello Capricorn, this is your October forecast, and it also applies if you're Capricorn rising or Capricorn moon. So the news this month, on the 10th of the month, Mercury, planet ruling travel, technology and communications, goes direct. But let me break the month down for you. For the first 8 days of this month, we've still got Venus here in your 8th house. Now, Venus has had a retrograde stint in that 8th house as well, and just this another 8 days of it still remaining. So what this probably means is many of you have been re-evaluating your financial situation. With Venus there now, though, forward, direct motion, this could be some good news. It could be good news about a sponsorship, a grant, something to do with crowdfunding, maybe some good news from your bank or an investment of some kind. This Venus here in your 8th house is also a possibility of becoming more intimate, going into a deeper connection with somebody, and this could be a friendship or a business relationship. And it's also possible that you may get into, or already have gotten into, a business partnership of some sort, because Venus can actually bring you some good luck connected to money coming from somebody else. Now, on the 9th of the month, this Venus moving into your 9th house, and a lot happening in this 9th house this month, Capricorns, with Jupiter there, going to be there for almost another year, Mars there all month, and from the 9th, Venus there. So that's a stellium of planets, a lot happening, 3 or more in one house. So the 9th house has everything to do with learning, higher education. Some of you may decide you want to add some skills to your existing skills to make yourself more marketable. It's also the house of teaching, sharing information, publishing, getting a book out there. With Venus there, for those of you wanting to publish, this would be a wonderful time to get a book published or to prepare to publish a book, especially with Jupiter helping that energy. The other wonderful news about this 9th house is it's great for traveling. It's great for planning a trip, going on a trip. It's great for connecting with people from overseas, maybe doing some international business. Venus there could bring you a romance from overseas. There are so many possibilities with that 9th house. And it's also the house of your spiritual growth. You may have a real spurt in your spiritual growth, what you believe in. You may expand your beliefs. Jupiter is saying, hey, don't look at things too narrowly. Capricorns, you're ruled by Saturn, so you're awfully sensible. But this is an expansionary energy for you to widen your thinking, to widen possibilities, and not maybe stay with the conventional and the traditional, but to open up to more. So as I mentioned, on the 10th of the month, Mercury going direct. We've also got the Sun in this 10th house as well. So a lot of focus as well on this 10th house for you Capricorns. It's the Capricorn house. So for the first 9 or 10 days, good time to continue to reflect on your career, the direction that you want to take it into. Maybe to reflect on communications within work. How you communicate what you need and what you want to share and promote. And also I would delay contracts, anything important to do with jobs and interviews and contracts, until Mercury goes direct, if you can possibly help it. Not to say if you have to sign something that you shouldn't, just that you may have to repeat it once or twice. Because of the Mercury retrograde, often people's thinking skills aren't so quick and you may miss something, or something may be missed. So if you have to, get at least 2 or 3 other pairs of eyes to look at it if it's an important document. Once it goes direct, then you're free and clear with the Sun shining its light for the first 23 days in this house of career. There could be some new opportunities, new career possibilities opening up for you. And especially because on the 13th of the month, we've got a new moon happening as well in this house of career and life direction. So maybe with the new moon you decide, hey, I'm going to take my career in a new direction. New opportunities, new possibilities. So for some of you, you may have an existing career that you take in a new direction. Or if you've had enough of your existing career, you may move your career in a completely new direction. And these ninth house planets may encourage you to study, learn something else, and this may in turn boost your career with some new opportunities. On the 24th of the month, we've got the Sun coming into this 11th house of friendships and dreams and wishes. So the last week of the month, Capricorns, shining a light for you on your friendships. Maybe going out and making some new friends, some new networks. And of course, this will be social networks, internet networks as well. New friends on Facebook, new friends in different groups or meetups. And as well, a new look, a fresh look at your dreams, your wishes, what it is that you want to achieve. Because in the not too distant future, it will be your birthday coming up as well. So Capricorns, you like some goals. So in the last week of the month, you can start setting yourself some goals should you wish to. On the 27th of October, we've got a full moon happening here in Taurus in your 5th house. So full moons are often culminations of something. So there could be some news about a child, a young person. Maybe they've been working for something and it culminates well. Maybe you want to get pregnant or have a child. This too could be a sign. One way or the other, the full moon shines a light saying, okay, maybe we've been trying, maybe it's time to let go of that and look at maybe adopting or doing something different. Same with a business. There could be a culmination, a fruition of something connected with your business. Or maybe it's time to look at it anew and to start something different if it's not been going in the direction that you had hoped. We've also all month under this very beneficial trine between Jupiter and Pluto for you in this 9th house to your 1st house. So this is very much, it's a benign aspect, and it's showing you that, hey, you've got a lot more power than you realize you may have. Yes, you're strong, you're a survivor, but you can have things a little easier. Jupiter's saying, Capricorns, doesn't have to be so difficult. You often make things difficult because you like to feel as though you earn something. But here, this is saying, okay, you've worked hard, but there are some rewards here. And if you will realize your strength and your power, you can reap some of those rewards. And we've also got a square going on for the last 2 weeks of the month. Square must go in red because it's a tension aspect, and it's something we're gonna, oopsie daisy, we need to take notice of. So between your 12th and your 3rd houses, so Saturn's your ruler, you are very familiar with Saturn. Being responsible, being serious, and the energy of Neptune is having faith and just trusting everything's going to work out. So it's very important here. Maybe somebody will promise to you, make big promises and not come up with the goods. But you have to be aware that you don't make big promises and also overcommit yourself. Leaders around the world are going to be doing this. I think they've already been doing this, and now this is the time with the Saturn square Neptune energy where the consequences are shown. So if those promises are real, great. But if they weren't, then they're going to fall apart. And there's going to be some dissonance as a result of that. So I'm just going to say with this aspect, be careful what you believe, what you trust. I know you already do, Capricorns, but if it's sounding too good to be true, then be cautious, be hesitant about it. So there you have it, my lovely Capricorns. I wish you a great October. Thank you for sharing, commenting, subscribing, and coming for your own personal reading. Bye for now.